adjustment. Hopefully I didn't mess anything up. Hey everybody, this is Dwight Shelby with the Opposite Force Parkour. It's raining, which kind of sucks. But it is going to give me a little bit of time to get some rest and to bring you a really quick video about actually starting parkour. I know I've been doing a lot of work here spreading parkour. And we did a video about what parkour actually is. And we also have a video about day zero. So if you watch that day zero video, which I'm going to throw it in the description. I'll put the link in there so you can find it, so you can watch that, because that's pretty cool. But what do you actually do? How do you actually start parkour? What if you have no idea what you should do at all? You see a really cool parkour video, you think, damn man, I want to do that, that's pretty tight. But you don't actually know where to do, what to wear, or any of that stuff. So we're going to go through that junk really quick. We're going to get all this boring stuff out of the way so you can get to the movement. So the first thing is going to be clothes and shoes. And at this point I really wish I would have grabbed some pants, but it's simple. If it's not too hot outside, wear some sweats. I like to wear running pants. Running pants are great. Yoga pants are good. Anything that's comfortable. Whatever is comfortable for you. Don't wear anything that's going to restrict your movement. So don't go out in a suit and tie. That's just stupid. The norm is just a t-shirt. Hopefully one of these days you'll be rocking an Opposite Force Parkour t-shirt. But a t-shirt and some sweatpants. And as far as shoes go, I'm going to show you ones to wear and what not to wear. Now before I actually show you these shoes, the best thing you could possibly wear on your feet for parkour is no shoes at all. Train with your feet. A lot of people can't. You know, we've been wearing shoes since we were born. You know, you pop out of your mom's vagina and they put booties on you. And you pretty much wear shoes, you know, your entire life. Unless you're like my wife and she just walks around with no shoes. She got super dirty feet.
Hey!
I hope maybe you heard her yell at me. But your feet, man. Our feet were made to carry us miles. When we were hunting and gathering, you know, if we weren't wearing, you know, boar skin or bear skin little like booties, you know, we had our feet. Feet are built to take impacts. Feet are built to run without shoes on. You know, when we were animalistic, some of us still are, but you get my point. So take your shoes off and train with no shoes on every once in a while, because you have to let your feet work up to it. You have to let your muscles build. As far as that, I'm going to show you some shoes that I wear. These are New Balance Minimus, and they're the best parkour shoes I've ever had. I normally tear up shoes in like 2 or 3 weeks. So a minimalistic shoe like this, even like those new age combat boots that are minimalist style, are great. You want a full rubber sole. You want like ultimate flexibility. If you can get the toe like into the shoe like this, even better. Because even though you want to protect your feet from the obstacles, walls, fences, things like that, you want to feel that under your foot. It's just like feeling the vibrations from your car through your pedal whenever you're a race car driver. That's a little off topic, but that's kind of the point. Now this is a big no-no. This is a Puma, and this shoe actually does not have a shoelace in it because its shoelaces are in my New Balance because my dog chewed up the other ones. These shoes are awful. They hurt your feet. They're terrible. They don't move enough. I can make them flex, but it takes a lot of work, and if it takes that much work to flex the shoe, you don't want them. These are great because they even come down this way. You want to be able to spread your toes out so you can have that natural movement of the foot. We're done. Done with shoes and clothes. Considerations for your own physical level. You want to think about that. What are you capable of? As you start parkour, that's what that day zero video talks about. Go out, do some jumps, play around. That's some stuff that you can even do at home first. Check your flexibility, check how strong you are, upper body strength, core strength, leg strength. All those things are going to be very, very important. If you don't have them, get them now. Start exercising. Don't just go out to parkour and just be a complete weakling. Finding a good spot. Finding a good spot is really important. If you cannot find, first of all, we're going to talk about good spots. City parks are great. They usually have, especially if you can find an old school wooden park with some nice drops, different elevation changes, a few bars, some swings if you can find them. Anything with a jungle gym setting will be great for working on your parkour movements. And then finding some mulch to roll around in or some grass to roll in or do your quadrupedal movements in, it's stinking awesome. So find a nice park. Once you get a little bit better, then you can start finding downtown areas without getting kicked out of places, parking garages, and college campuses. All three of those, downtown areas, colleges, and parking garages. Be careful. Please, dear God, be careful. I don't want to see in the comments, oh, you told me to go to school, and I went to school, and I fell off the roof, I broke my ankle, and now I'm out of parkour for 3 months. I don't want to hear that. Be careful, be safe, find a place that you can train in, take somebody with you. That's always great. And the main tip that I can give you about starting parkour is actually going out and doing it. Parkour is an activity of action, of movement. It's an activity. My child is running in here. What's up? It's bedtime, right? Put that in the trash. Good night, Phoenix.
Good night.
I love you.
Good night.
Okay, go out and actually do something. You don't have to start training. You don't have to do big giant drops or huge kongs. Don't go out trying to jump across freaking, rooftops and things like that on your first weekend of parkour. Gradually increase your skills. Parkour is an activity of progression, so make progress. Run, jump, climb, vault. Those are the 4 key elements of parkour. Run, jump, climb, vault. Do those 4 things. Run a little bit, jump a little bit, climb a little bit, vault. Figure out where you are physically. Analyze what your body is capable of. No bull crap analysis of your own physical skills, talents, or lack thereof, and then start working on those things. If you have poor jumping power, start doing some squats. If you have poor climbing power, work on your core and your upper body. If your vaults are terrible, most likely that's an issue of number 1, fear, number 2, speed, and 3, flexibility, especially with the Kong and things like the lazy. Those 3 things are going to be key. If you don't have them, your vaults are not going to come out well. Run, jump, climb, vault, and running. I talked about running before, and I found a great tutorial about running that's done by a couple, like championship, marathon, huge running distances, great form, absolute information that you're going to need about reducing drag, really getting your chest up, getting your knees up, and different drills that will allow you to do that without going out and buying a bunch of equipment or cones or getting your legs chopped off and becoming a bionic man or woman. So again, this is Dwight Shelby with the Opposite Force Parkour. I want you to go out and actually do some training. Stop just watching tutorials. Like, subscribe, share, and go have some fun. Thanks. Yeah.